All right, that's no problem. Yeah. Hello, it's Wednesday. Nearly finished Wednesday, which is good because it's been a very awkward day. It's been a bit busy, shall we say. And we're at that slushy stage of life where I think actually the slush is slippier than the ice. Slush of life. Now, let me see if this is working. Oh gosh, is it, isn't it? I have no idea. I don't know what I do with this thing. I've gone off phones for terrible things. I can't work them. Wanda is home. She's probably inside keeping nice and toasty. Carlene is not home at the moment. So at least I don't think Carlene's home. I haven't heard from Janine, so I don't know if she's been released and Janine has gone to pick her up, or if Janine is here. I'm really not very sure. I think that there was very difficult. I think that she's been scheduled for appointments and they keep cancelling them because they've emergencies, because obviously it's got a big ER in that hospital, and so she's scheduled for appointments and all ready to roll down, and then the next thing is they cancel it. So it's taken longer than I think was expected. And then they were doing a funny thing is they were doing one sort of test and they were going to roll a screen in because the doctor that was going to perform the test they thought was in California. I thought, oh, that sounds like a recipe for disaster. Anyway, it's part and parcel of life and modern medicine, I suppose. So, it's, we've got 80 bales of hay that Nick gets back this morning, which is super. That should keep us going to the happy stomachs for a little while. And our turkeys are still eating super fast. Honestly, I came down and Claudette had fed the turkeys, and I said, oh, would you like me to feed the turkeys? And she said, no, done. Like, right, okay. So they are eating super fast. In fact, they're eating out of home. I have spent the day on Meredith today. I have a lame horse, naturally, and I'm happy to report that Wilbur and Peanut are getting on exceptionally well to the degree that I could not find them. And I thought, uh-oh, this is not looking good. And then they were laying down at the back of the paddock, just nice and relaxed, having a little chillaxing session. So that was lovely. And that has kind of focused Miss Harley Barley on to our Hedwig. So she was a bit standoffish with Hedwig at one point, But now, now she's quite taken with them because she's got competition. Honestly, there's nothing as fickle as a female donkey. So she's decided that Hedwig is now her best buddy, and we have Peanut and Wilbur and Hedwig and Harley and the two alpacas. So that makes for fun feeding in the morning, I can tell you. And that paddock's nice and settled. I have 3 horses that have just created a little mini hare, and they seem to have sorted themselves out. Janine's horses are getting ready for going down south. They are in a paddock by themselves, and their blankets are coming off tomorrow, and they're going to have a little wash. Then they will be totally naked overnight because it's only going to go down to 40, and then we can give them a good brush and get their blankets back on for when the weather drops again, or the temperature drops again. It's nice for the animals to be able to get their coats off and get a bit of sunshine on their skin. Although Friday I think it's going to be raining, and it just allows I think it just feels better to have their coats out and about. So that will be something exciting. That's it. That actually counts as exciting in my life, I'm afraid. Coats off 2 horses and getting to wash them. Beyond exciting. So what else do we have? Let me see. I'm afraid I really don't have much of an update about Carleen, unfortunately. Although I think she's in pretty good spirits, so she'll either be home tonight or sometime soon. I will feed Jenny during mail call again. I might be better prepared with pea pads or something though, because I'd like her to get used to being in different situations, so we can, she's more comfortable out and about with people, because I think that would be very helpful for her. Now this is weird. I have no questions in the last wee while, and I don't know whether or not I've frozen on the screen or what's happening, but it's all a bit problematic. Let's try again. Nope, still got the same amount. Maybe the blinking thing's not even working. I never can tell. No one has questions today. That means I must have answered them last week. See, I've done a great job with questions, so nobody has questions any longer. I think one of the things I was going to say about little Sterling, he just has totally and utterly taken to the light. She kind of looks after him, and he follows her around, and then sometimes Flower gets involved, and they seem to be a really happy little trio. So that has actually worked out quite nicely. The Amazon truck has come in. There may be packages, but anything that comes in with Carleen's name on it, and if it doesn't have Goldie's Farm on it, I read for Carleen, because I'm not too sure. There's a couple of cards here as well, but I don't know if they're from family or for personal cards for Carleen, because they've got her name on it, and it doesn't come under Goldie's Farm. So, so that's tricky. So that's why I don't have anything to open or talk about. And so I'm really pleased with Sterling settling into that little mini here. That's really nice. I'm struggling with things to say. It's totally actually unlikely, isn't it?
It's a bit, yeah.
I was talking about these Sterling. He's lovely.
I like him.
Yeah, he's got his little ladies.
He seems to be getting on very well with Delight.
Yeah, he loves Delight. Delight's lovely to him as well. So I'm very pleased with that. And Peanut actually seems very relaxed with Wilbur. So that's nice, because I think she was constantly on edge when she was out and about, because she and Flower were not settling.
Yeah.
And Flower's a bit of a monkey, isn't she?
Yeah, she's feisty.
Totally feisty.
What's the word?
Yes.
I think.
Feisty. spicy raisins,
Cheers.
and so that's nice. And Ted's doing well on Meredith. He is delighted to be back with Enzo.
Yes, yeah.
There.
They just hang around together, like, Enzo's like this little shadow.
Yeah. So that's nice as well. I like them together. They're a couple of happy boys, aren't they?
They are.
You know, that's really funny, Nancy. And I was actually thinking that very same thought today, because I was getting towards the end of my chores on Meredith this afternoon, and I'm thinking, when is it that the clocks, then we get hit the midwinter, and then it all starts getting lighter and lighter and lighter? It's 21st, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I felt like it was lighter already. But...
Well, but you see, this morning I was convinced it was going to snow, because the sky was kind of leaden, and I thought, oh, here we go, I'm going to get a big dump of snow, and then I'm going to be most upset. And then I thought, yeah, it's okay, because we're going to start getting lighter in the evenings, and that's just what we need. I think I always feel quite happy when that starts coming in.
Yeah, makes it a lot easier.
It does.
It's just a bit foreboding doing it when you're in the middle of winter and it's just dark and wet, and
yeah.
Especially when you're up at Meredith and it's windy as well, like when you feel like you're in some kind of
wind tunnel,
like movie that some monster's going to kill you or something.
You should have seen the sky this morning. It was leaden, and I thought, oh, this is looking a bit heavy going. And then the sunshine came out, which was lovely. But I think that we're getting there. More daylight. That's what we need. Less of this dark nonsense. And it's my favourite time of year when it starts. I always feel quite optimistic and think, oh wait, I was thinking this phone and I are not getting on very well. I don't know what I'm doing with it anymore. Oh, any chance of putting a camera in the duck barn?
Oh, it's like we might need to get a rating on it or something like that, you know? Like, they're a bit... last night, I was cleaning out that barn last night, the duck house, and they were going crazy. They were like chasing each other around and pecking each other in a kind of playful but kind of quite aggressive way, but they were... it was hysterical. And then I got all the new bedding done and everything, and Sally, like, positioned herself in the middle of the bedding, like the Queen of England, and she was, it was quite funny. It's just, the problem with adding another camera is, I think, at the moment, that I think some of you've noticed since we put this camera on, we get a lot of buffering and circle of zoom, because I don't think the whole network can handle it.
What happened?
Yeah, I'm wondering if we should turn this camera off during the day, you know, like, because...
I thought it was because we moved the Starlink into the...
No, it's got nothing to do with that.
Oh, right, okay.
It's not on that network, but I just feel there's too much throughput to keep all the cameras accommodated, you know,
right,
all day long. So the problem with adding another one is then it's like even more, you know. All you could do is take the camera that overlooks the paddock and put it inside for the winter, but I mean, then you wouldn't be able to see them outside. So. And people like seeing the driveway,
right,
as well. So it's a little tricky. That's the problem. But we can take videos and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, and then since it turned out okay, we can have a little confession. Ziggy went for a wander yesterday. When we turned around to walk him in his area, he disappeared. And
probably because the ducks had taken over his area.
Well, I can appreciate that, but we couldn't find him anywhere. and it was getting to sort of like panic situation.
Yeah, it was about 9 o'clock.
Almost 9 o'clock at night, and so we were really quite worried, and we took ourselves up to the house and found a very big torch, and eventually found them over at the White Chicken House, and they looked at me as if to say, "Fancy seeing you here." I was like, "Yes, very much so, sunshine, fancy seeing you." So he said, "Is it time to go back?" So he and I walked back together to the door, and of course I opened the door and I stood back to let him in. The door shut, and then I was like, "Right, okay, I'll go and get the door propped to open again." And then the door shut again. He's like, "Listen, woman, could you either stand there and hold the door?" But you know, sometimes when you stand in front of him, he won't go around you. So we had a bit of shuffling, but he went back in, only to realise that there was 5 ducks in his area.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Come on." I was like, "Right, okay, ducks out." And then of course, just as I put him in, the ducks were like, "Watch this is dead easy," and they go flap, flap, over. Yeah. So I was like, I give up. You're going to have to tolerate the ducks. But they don't seem to bother each other.
No, they don't. I'm more concerned about them eating all his food.
They don't touch his food. They don't seem to like
They
it.
do take his water.
Yeah.
You know, but he takes their water too. So
Yeah.
I don't think it doesn't seem to have caused them any suffering so far. I don't think.
Yeah, they seem to tolerate each other quite nicely. As long as Sally's in charge, everybody's happy.
Yeah, I think when Ziggy's not happy with the ducks, he just chases them away. And,
Yeah.
I think they're kind of scared of him, you know,
Yes.
more than he is of them. So
Yeah. Okay, that's okay.
I think he's quite happy.
Yeah. And it's so funny because that little fluffy chick that we had over the summer is now about a third of the size larger than the broody that we'd used. She's enormous, that chick, isn't she?
Big. She's got those crazy feet. You ever seen her running? She runs in a very strange way. It's quite funny.
Yeah. So.
And little Hedwig seems to be getting on well with Peanut.
Yeah. No. Well, it's more. Well, Hedwig actually was very taken with Peanut when she first went in yesterday, but then Harley decided that was enough of that nonsense, and decided that actually Hedwig was her best buddy after all. After about 6 months of ignoring him, I mean totally ignoring him. In fact, she was really quite standoffish with him. And we bring a little mini mare in, and all of a sudden she's like, "That's actually my buddy," so off you go. But it's Wilbur that's really happy because he's got Peanut, so they were hanging out together, and they both looked quite comfortable. So that was nice.
What did I say?
You said Hedwig. It was Hedwig yesterday. So yesterday it looked like Hedwig was.
So there's 2 new ones in that category.
Yes, Wilbur as well.
Wilbur and Peanut.
Because June's down with Hugo and Penny. So
I'm not really tired.
It's been a very odd day. Our poor Pam's not very well, so no, she's unwell. So we hope she gets better soon.
She got flu or something.
Don't know. She's unwell. So we hope she's feeling better soon. And what's it tomorrow? Thursday?
Thursday.
Just another day. Yeah, I'm hoping to get back to Meredith tomorrow to get a few things organised and sorted. I feel like I'm always organising, sorting for going into the winter, aren't I? I might need to do that for going into the winter, but we're really actually in the winter.
We are in the winter.
Yeah, we are. And it hasn't really crossed my mind yet. Oh, it's Pam, and she is on Meredith, but I'm sure she'll be fine soon. We're so lucky to have you. Aha! Hello, did you bring your money? No. Oh.
I'll let you sit down.
He's leaving. too, but that's
You're looking very fancy.
let's go to, you mean your hospital? You mean you're clean? I'm just clean, I'm not fancy. My car, the transmission needs to be replaced.
In the black car.
2021, needs a new transmission.
Why is that? Why is that?
She's like, well, that model doesn't do well with a lot of towing. He said there's a little bit of metal in the something, and it would indicate the transmission's going.
Is it not under warranty?
Expired.
Actually, is it got you there okay?
Yeah, but it's hesitating a little bit.
Ruth?
No, so I'm in the market, so I just like, do you want it?
Oh.
So I'm just gonna trade it in.
Yeah.
But I have to buy something that has the tow capacity. This is that car was supposed to tow 8,500 pounds. That's why I got that car. That's Wanda right there. Oh. So yeah, I'm in mourning today. That's a stalker.
You can't say things like that while your mum's in hospital, otherwise you'll get everybody upset.
Oh, she's fine.
She's fine.
She's totally fine. Yes, I have a list of things I have to bring for her. And it's long.
I've got some pajamas to first up in the house.
Yeah. What happened to the cards that we got for
Oh, they're in the house. They're in the cabin.
In the cabin.
Your mum's place.
I couldn't find
The White House. Oh, she must have put them away somewhere really tidy then.
I got it.
She confiscated them from me when I'm still on here. I'm not clean.
Elizabeth has missed one terribly.
Hey, what happened to you? How did you get them off there?
What? Yeah, that must have happened today. Wobbly.
I haven't noticed that.
Doesn't seem to be slowing her down any.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it a tick? Let me sort it out for you.
She has been, we've been going for like hour-long walks.
Oh, she's exhausted.
Yes, so.
She didn't have her recliner chair and
She's a blanket.
and
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah, she did sleep in my bed though, and I don't like that.
Oh, she's cold.
Oh, right.
No, she wants to like cuddle all night. Oh. Everywhere I go,
she cuddles with your mom, though.
Yeah, everywhere I go, she's like there. I don't get away from me.
She's his bestest girl. She's his bestest girl.
Yes, she did not get eaten by a coyote. That was my goal, because there's a lot of coyotes out there.
Yeah.
There was one day we were walking back from our long walk, and 2 coyotes ran out in front of her, and she didn't say a word. They were probably 40 feet in front of us. Just trotted across the they trotted, and they kind of like looked at us as they trotted by, and I'm like, ah! And Wanda didn't say a word.
She was like, shh, don't tell them we're here. You were okay though, weren't you, darling?
Yeah.
Tissue hands or something.
Oh, I'm probably just, yeah, I just was blowing my nose because it's gone cold. Because it's cold.
Yeah.
It's really cold, but it's actually not as bad as I thought.
It's actually a lot warmer than it was. It's actually, yeah, today it's in the late 30s, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was 14 early.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is Mr. Full of Booze.
So, yeah, yay.
So your mom's okay.
She's fine. She wants. They were doing testing on her. She wants out, but they wanted to finish the test before they let her go. So, as soon as I bring her all the stuff she's requested, she'll release her, and then I'll just have to carry all that
back
out.
Have you considered a wheelbarrow?
She wants the dog tonight. She wants soup. She wants coffee in the morning. I brought her coffee this morning. So,
And can she have the dog overnight?
no. But her roommate is very nice. And so I actually had, and she's a tax accountant, so. The taxes.
Take down all the paperwork.
Yeah, bring it up.
In fact, see if you can get a few days out of your mum being in there and you can get your taxes
I know.
done.
Well,
your
it's not
mum's
my taxes.
It's your mum.
I spent days doing ERN taxes, doing the Goldie's farm taxes. The tax accountant so that was one of $3,000 to do the Goldie's farm taxes. So I said, no, I can figure that out. So literally, I spent 2 days going through every transaction, categorizing it. So the taxes, I'm just waiting for December to finish, and that's done. I updated the stuff for the Attorney General. I did all the paperwork. I did all the stuff for ERN, transferred over to the woman in Wisconsin. ERN is actually, it's
in the process of being transitioned, so it's in a holding pattern until because we have to actually reinstate it in Wisconsin
Because it's a different state, isn't it?
It's a different state, so we've had to like
It's got like a federal license and
yes,
state
she's doing and so I've been in the process of doing that for months. It's just one of those things I never get to, so I got to it, so that's good. And what else did I do? We started the ERN South.
No,
Goldie
South.
I'm sorry, ERN. Goldie. I met with a couple people, a couple nursing homes, and we actually did a full pilot on today's Tuesday before I left. I've interviewed several dogs in the neighborhood and interviewed them. So we've probably got.
How do you do that?
You say
tell me
Wanda.
what's like the
Run up and put your nose in their face really quick and see if they bite you. No, I know my neighbor. She has Compass, who is a retired foxhound. He's more like Carl. He's just really quiet, loves to relax. Yeah, doesn't really get upset. I've never seen that dog get, and I've known him for a while. And then other neighbor down the street has a doodle, and what doodles that doodle?
they're pretty friendly.
It's a Labradoodle, and it's really I can't remember its name, but it's cute and it's fluffy, and she wants to go with the dog. And then my friend Maria is the one I actually went with, because I picked Maria to go with me because she has experience, and she's been running a divinity farm here up in Massachusetts, where she brings in some autistic kids and stuff and does therapeutic riding, but she's now moved to Aiken, and so she was very interested in doing something philanthropic. So she came along with me with her dog Martin. Oh my
So
God!
tell me, though, but you didn't tell us about the most important part of the test.
What? Oh, did they pee inside?
No,
Did they pee
no.
inside? Yeah.
The Wanda test.
Oh, Wanda hated everybody.
No, that's what we were looking
hated
for,
them all.
isn't it? Like,
She hated them all. Yeah, so she went with.
did you?
That was the problem.
I can't
The
believe that.
only problem with Martin is the whole time, like, we would go into a room, and he wouldn't go in if Wanda was in there. So I was like, you stay back there, I'll go first. So
I understand
she
where
was either a
Martha
room
is
ahead
coming
of me
from.
or a room behind me. Because
You can be a bit scary, Wanda.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be funny.
yeah.
Oh.
That was the only problem. But boy, what a cute, he's a tan, he's about 120 pounds. He's a boxer, pit bull, something mix. I don't even know. His head's like this wide. I don't know what, maybe mastiff or something. His head is this, well, it's literally this, and he just loves you to hug him. And his little tail, he walks, kind of wiggles when he walks, and his tail goes back and forth. What a cute dog. So we went, they are underfunded. They don't really even have any activities room or activities.
You look like you were in the hallway.
We just went, there's, I think
let's go
there's like
to the
80 beds. Yeah, there's a cafeteria.
Right.
And a small office where they sometimes make cookies, but they don't have regular activities because they don't really have an activities budget. So they were perfectly happy when at first she was like, I met with her and I was like, we bring animals in, and she was like a little reluctant. And I said, we don't cost anything. She's like, well, when can we book you?
So if you're looking for any animals, I've got 4 goats.
No.
I've also got several dogs on offer.
Yeah.
Many chickens.
Well, I'm taking 2 chickens.
Yeah.
The 2 chickens that have been going, because those are good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what else I'm taking. Whether I think I should leave the money here because I'm afraid of taking them home in the cold.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, when I drive home in the truck.
We haven't had a lot of luck with bunnies.
I'm very nervous about bunnies.
So we should.
I'm a little nervous about taking Sally because she's Sally, but I could take her in the dressing room if she wants to go. Yeah, I could just open it up so she lives in the dressing room with the 2 chickens, but she's a little delicate. I don't think she's a delicate flower, but I know
What's the dressing room?
In the trailer.
I'm going to put horses in the back. And,
Yeah, you met in the house.
Yeah.
She's handling like the birds in the house. I can't believe it.
So
don't even have Wanda on the bed, but the birds are in the dressing room.
Early, now the dressing room of the trailer.
Yeah.
And then I'll be bringing, flour. I'm not bringing goats, because goats poop a lot inside. And
Oh, they're awful inside. They're super outside.
super outside.
But
So,
you just can't stop them.
yeah.
So you're going to take the flour.
I am going to take flour.
Lovely. Because Little Delight and that Little Sterling are doing a really good job together.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because I figured Flour will be, she'll boss everybody around.
Oh, yeah.
So she'll be fine.
And do you know if Angus is going yet?
I think he is. The last I knew he was.
He loved her as well.
They have a big trailer, and I think they're only taking 2 or 3 horses. They have like a 6-horse trailer, but there was somebody that may want to take it down others, and so if he has room in the trailer, he's going. So that would be good, because then Angus and Flour will be united.
Yeah.
So that's all that's going on up here. So it's just we have Rockport tomorrow, and the place in Haverhill, and we're just doing chickens and dogs tomorrow. Jude's going to go with the dogs. I'll bring the chickens. Probably take the gray truck, and I think we can get it the dogs and the chickens and Judy all in the same truck. We can try.
Yeah.
And then. So we're just doing a low maintenance for the next couple months because it's just so cold.
Yeah, and the animals don't appreciate
but
it.
it's Christmas. Maybe I should put the Christmas outfit on and take the light.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should do that. That's what we'll do tomorrow.
The light was filthy.
I like the Janine and Judy outfits.
Oh yeah, the Janine and Judy outfits.
I think they're in the container.
I don't think they're in here, but I look, and in the back of the truck in the back seat, there's just little garlands that if you want to put on the horses around and a few bells.
Okay, I will look on that.
There is quite a lot of stuff in that place.
Oh, but I only put the bags in.
Yeah, whatever shit you got in the truck, I'm home now, get it out, Bill.
Well, that's a problem because it was all there to start with.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Was it?
Well, I did get rid of all the extra cups and things. I thought you probably would
you had it full of, like,
No. Yeah. No, it's not like my car. You're fine. I just left all your stuff in the back seat. But I did leave
It's always tidy it out on a daily basis.
I can't believe I have to put my car away.
I can't believe that either. That's a very young car to be dying.
I really.
Is it?
It just has been hesitating just a little bit. Going when I pulled the trailer, so I thought, well, we'll tighten up that thing up, whatever it is.
Yeah.
A whole transmission is like. I want to
somewhere else and get another.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I mean, the people.
It's because that's how I get it. Because I park my car at the same. I bring my cars for service, or to get the oil changed, or to have them look at something, and then I go down the street to the airport and fly home, and then I pick it up like 2 weeks later. It's my parking plan. So they've had a lot of history with this car.
All right, so you can leave it at the mechanics.
Well,
it's near the airport.
Yeah, it's right near the airport. So it's used literally. It's a $10 Uber versus where I live. It's a $30 Uber, and sometimes it's so far out that they can't come, and I get nervous. So that's been my strategy.
Yeah.
So, but if I buy a Toyota, there's another Toyota dealer across the street. I could do the same thing.
Excellent. Good planning.
Yes.
The problem is, it sounds like it's not really fit for purpose, like in terms of towing.
I really like it. It's supposed to.
I know it should have been, but it,
I'm just
not. Like even the problem is, if you fix it, it could happen again.
Yeah, I'm done with that car. I've had a bunch of like the weird thing where the windows keep going down, and it's had a few. It's been very quirky, and I don't want it to be. I'm done with it. I have enough quirky shit in my life right now that I don't need a quirky car to go along with it.
It's so normal to me.
Yeah, mediocre, normal, boring.
Oh God! Can I tell you how hard it is to come home from like quiet princess life to like this?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. And I left my phone in Benoit's car last night, and he went to France today. so that was a little challenging to get
That's right.
But I did manage to. I went to go visit my mother on his way to the airport. We went to Beverly Hospital, did a quick check on my mother, got the phone.
Or your mother will be delighted with that.
I couldn't even sleep without a phone. And it's funny, I'm sitting there waiting in the lobby for him to show up. And everybody, there was a group of teenagers that walked by. There was probably 15 of them. Every single one of them had the phone in their hand. Some of them were actually videos of them walking. The woman in the gift shop across the way, she was on her phone. Like, everybody sitting in the waiting room was on their phone. And I'm like, I don't have a phone. And I had to just sit there. And they had this huge display of the history of Beverly Hospital. Do you know how long Beverly Hospital's been around?
No.
1861.
Really?
Yeah, they have. And we talked about it.
That's not the part we're in.
That's old in American terms,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, no, it's right across from the ER. That's where I'm standing. There's a whole history section of Beverly Hospital. You've probably sat in there, but you've never looked at it because you're only looking at your phone. That's what
we watched like history program with children.
Oh, that's because we got
When I was there on Saturday with your mum,
what was on.
Shrek. And she was looking at it going,
No, what did you?
what's the donkey's name? I said, Donkey. Yeah, what's his name? Donkey.
That's why you didn't want to leave. You're like, it's warm in here. I got Shrek on.
I know.
Can I call you back
You're going to get a job.
Yeah, I kept calling because I said, Nick, just take her, drop her off. I've already talked to her about it because everybody else is there alone, except for my mother who walks in with an entourage of dogs and 3 people, and we all got sandwiches and we're fighting over the kids. Like, just drop her off.
I'm not stupid.
And
Janine.
2 hours later, I'm like,
there
still there.
sit here, as you said, go to the Starbucks, get a coffee,
Oh, and
watch Shrek,
Did you get a recliner?
or go and muck the stalls at Merrick.
He's going to start going there when he's not even going to drop anyone off at the ER. We're going to find him.
Do you know what he's going to be? He's going to be a hospital greeter.
No, sit there and watch stuff all day long. Yeah.
Oh, I got to fix it.
Right. Okay. So, there we go. Oh.
Can I steal this bowl?
You can have it. I cleaned it for him.
I need one of those ones for the bunny.
Yeah.
Because it keeps knocking his box
Yeah,
over.
no problem. That's fine.
I'll see you up at the house.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll be up soon. So, that's us all organised, and we're as organised as we ever are. Miss Woo Woo, what are you doing, darling? You're under the table? No, you're under my feet. Unfortunately, fall on you, darling. So, there we are. Well, as whatever animals go down to eat and come back up, they just overwinter a bit like Janine, which is nice. And it is actually, it's really lovely for the horses because the weather doesn't get quite as cold and the ground doesn't freeze, and that is perfect. So, they're actually lucky to get out of the deep tundra that we might be ending up with. So, we will be back tomorrow, potentially with Karine, goodness knows. But I hope you all have a lovely evening, and I'll see you soon. Woo Woo, what you up to? Oh, right. There you go, my love. Oh,